So I watched a video this morning of this dad who was reading a letter that he had written. It sounded like just a society about his son who has autism. And when he's out in public, people with autism sometimes have strong reactions or they get overwhelmed by things going on in the world. And so they react in ways that other people don't always understand. And he was just talking about kind of the pain of that. And I posted the link to the video below. I wanted you to see the video. There's one expletive in there. I think you should know that. But it's a very, very moving video. And when you have a child who has a difference like that, you could really relate to how strongly this man felt when he was reading this letter. And, I certainly fully related to it. So my oldest has Down syndrome. So when we were out in public, and this has been our whole lives, we get what I call public displays of attention. People will talk to us sometimes, but mostly people just staring at us. We're getting second glances and people are looking at us. And I remember when they were little, it could get a little creepy. We'd be in a food court or something and the kids would be asking me, why is that guy staring at us? And those types of moments are hard. Like we just want to be at the mall like everybody else. So I really related to that. And I remember more recently, my daughter as an adult, a few years ago actually, we were shopping at the mall and we went to the food court to grab a slice. We were having just a mother-daughter day. And for some reason at this food court, there was honestly a ridiculous amount of staring. And it was absurd. And I had the most unbelievably strong urge just to jump up on a table and shout to the food court, hey, do you have questions about Down syndrome? Line up single file. Let's do that. Let's do this right now. Like, if you're so curious, come meet us. Introduce me. I'll introduce you to my daughter. Maybe you want to have a conversation. Why don't you get to know her a little bit? Why don't you ask her, what her favorite things are to do? Maybe you'll learn what a wonderful person she is and what a great friend she is and that she loves to do hip hop and she loves WWE wrestling. And you'll learn things about her as a person rather than somebody who has a difference. And I didn't do it that day, but honestly, the urge was enormous. That day I didn't want them all staring at us because now she's an adult. She knows you're staring at her. And she doesn't like it, by the way. So it is uncomfortable now that she is more aware. But anyway, I wanted to share my story and I wanted to share the video of this man reading this letter to society basically about his son who has autism, because if you've been there, I'm sure you can relate to it too.